Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday. Surprise, surprise, I'm in my car. I'm feeling much warmer than my last video. And I definitely wanted to talk about minimalism today, but on top of that, I really wanted to wish you guys, if I don't make another video, which I'm planning on doing, but it's going to be a little bit harder because today is the last day of my son's school before Christmas break. I'm going to his school at 10 o'clock today, and we're going to celebrate his Christmas stuff, so, or holiday stuff, or whatever. So yeah, it's going to be harder for me to make videos for sure. No problem on that. You know, I don't mind taking a break when it's needed. In fact, you know, I kind of get discouraged a little bit because I feel like I'm not putting content that is worth value out right now, and I don't want to waste your time or my time, because that's important to me. I realize that you guys are taking your time out of your busy lives and busy days and all of that just to listen to these YouTube videos. And you guys, all the YouTube videos that I watch, I get content out of. Like I get something out of it for sure. If I don't, I quickly change the channel because I know that life's short and I don't want to waste my time listening to things that I don't agree with or find value in. Not necessarily that I don't agree with, but you know, because I like to hear other people's point of views. I don't know if this lid's on all the way. Watch me spill it on myself. I got coffee this morning because I've got like 2 hours to burn between dropping my son off at his actual Christmas party. So, I'm at a four-way stop right here. This is our little city traffic area, this four-way stop that nobody can decide who came to the stop first. So we all just sit there staring at each other. It's kind of funny. Yeah, let's see who ends up going this time. Okay, so I'm the first one to obviously stop this time. So I'm set. Or you get those like people that think that they were there first when they obviously weren't, and then they try to go ahead and go after you've clearly been stopped for a long period of time waiting for the other cars to go through that were stopped before you. Yeah, so today I wanted to touch base on minimalism again, and a lot of my channel is probably going to be based on this because this is what I'm passionate about right now at this point in time. I'm not calling myself a minimalist when, in fact, before I did. I don't want to put a label on myself anymore because I feel like minimalism is different for everyone. I define what it is, and I don't want to be labeled as somebody who has a label. Honestly, I want to be my own individual. And another four-way stop. You guys, I promise I will give you my full attention in just a second. Okay, we should be good now, I think. I don't want to be labeled as somebody who has a label. But what I do want to do is discard the excess stuff that is taking up mental, physical, and emotional clutter in my life. And to do that, I constantly have to be soul searching because you know, I've said millions of times, you know, I'm not who I was yesterday, and I'm not going to be who I am today, tomorrow. And that is so true. Every day, it's crazy, because I feel like, you know, you get a fresh start to the day. You get, you know, on New Year's, how everybody kind of feels like it's a fresh start. Why can't that be every day? I don't understand that. Like, why do you have to wait until the new year to make these new New Year resolutions and say for the whole year, hold yourself to this high commitment for the whole year, I am going to, you know, eat better, exercise more, lose 20 pounds, blah, 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 blah. Well, instead of waiting until a specific time when you're supposed to wait, why not make today the day that you start? You know, don't hold yourself to a high commitment. You know, you can hold yourself to today. Don't hold yourself to tomorrow. But hopefully you'll start creating a pattern, just like I try to make progress in your life, to take better care of yourself, to love yourself. That is what's important. Not fitting into a certain category. And the reason why I put minimalism on the subject titles is to hopefully get content out there of my view of things on the subject of minimalism, because that is my foundation of what I use. That's my platform of working towards something. I don't want to be one of those people that have white walls, one chair in a room, one TV. That's not, you know, that's not reality to me. I want to live comfortably with the things that I love, and I want to get rid of the things that don't allow me comfort and that I don't love. So yeah, I think minimalism at first, to me, I wanted that label, and I wanted to, I felt like I was in competition with every single other person to get rid of as many items as I possibly could. And in turn of doing that, I was miserable, and I backtracked. I backtracked as far as, you know, spending more money. I felt like my emotional state of mind was not intact with where I wanted it to be, with the goal I had set for that day, or the habit that I was trying to create. You know, I just don't want people to go into minimalism trying to be in competition with a thought. There's no competition. It's getting rid of things that you do not enjoy in your life. This is my opinion, okay? Minimalism is going to be different for every single person. Even if I'm living in the same household with somebody, and they decide that they want to take the minimalism journey, or work towards living that way, it's not going to be the same. No two people find everything the same, like every single thing in their life to the same importance, the same happiness. Like they don't. No two people are the same. It's like your thumbprint or your fingerprint. You know, that's what marks you who you are, is your individuality. And I think that's such a beautiful thing in life. You know, because all of these commercials are showing us that we're supposed to be like this stick model, and, you know, buy these certain clothes and certain things, and we will be considered beautiful to other people. It'll make us happy. We all know that's not true. But we continue this cycle of trying to buy in hopes that will make us happy. And it may work for a while. It may work for a while. But once all of that excitement and joy from purchasing that item and thinking you're going to use it, because that stuff wears off. That's when I was trying to trick myself into believing that I needed this thing and I was going to use it every day, and you know, it served its purpose. It showed me that I was wrong, that I was not going to use that every day, and that I just wanted a reason to believe that I needed the item at the time so I could purchase something, I guess. That sun is bright. I'm sorry, guys. You can see my little so yeah, I want to put this content out there because I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be able to make a video is while my son's on Christmas break. I may bombard you guys with videos because I'm at home, and I will, you know, I bought this coloring book. It's really cool. It's an adult coloring book. I plan on just relaxing and kind of doing that because I enjoy drawing, I enjoy art, and I enjoy reading, and that's what I want to do with my time, other than spending time with the two important people in my life, which is my husband and my son. I'm also going to be spending a little bit of time with my mother and my son's mother, which are other important people in our lives. But what I want to gain out of this experience is an experience. I don't want to gain things. I have asked my family members not to buy me things. My mother, she has already made it very clear that she was going to get me stuff, and that's the constant struggle you guys are going to have, I feel like, if you want to take this journey. And I told her, I said, Mom, I don't want you wasting your money on something that you're going to buy me that you think I'm going to get use out of, when I'm just going to go around and throw it away or donate it to somebody, and that's going to be the end of its journey. And then there you are out of pocket. Like, I don't want you guys to put a dollar amount of value on how much you love me because you're getting this stuff for me. I mean, it's not about that. If you want to, Mom, you know, I would enjoy like some CDs or some soap that I use, you know, something that I'm going to get use out of. And my mom's always been one of those people who have, like, spoiled me rotten with stuff, but not the emotional part that I've needed. And that's changing because she is now sober, and so it's like a night and day experience, you know. Before, I would not have brought my son over to her house. I wouldn't have trusted her to watch him alone. And now I can. Now I can, and I see her interacting with him in the way that I wish I would have gotten when I was a child. And there were some moments of that I did, but a lot of times there weren't. So I think she's constantly trying to make up for that in gifts. And you can't make people see your way of living. You can't force other people in your way of living. Just like it would be like anything else. Like you're gonna jump off this bridge because that's the way I want you to live. Who makes sense of that? You can decide to jump off the bridge yourself, or they can decide to jump off the bridge themselves, but that doesn't mean you have to fall in line with what they tell you you need to do in your life to live a way that works for you. That's only up to you to decide. And it's amazing that we have this control, and that we are told so many times, like it's a brainwashing experience since we were kids. Like, they're brainwashing kids now to believe that they'll be cool or happy if they have this toy or whatever. And grown-ups are even worse, because that's, you know, we've lived our lives growing up with that, years of brainwashing. So in order for somebody to tell us that we no longer need this stuff to make us happy, but an experience would make us happy, friendships would make us happy, knowing who you are and finding peace in that will make you happy, believing that you are a beautiful person, and changing the things that you can change, that you want to change. You know, I want to be the person that I would date if I were somebody else. Like, that's, so I take myself out on dates and stuff like that. I treat myself to experiences. It's not like minimalism isn't about not spending money. You could still spend money. Just find value in what you're spending money on. Give it a little bit more thought instead of like an impulse buy. I've made lists of things that I actually need, things that I run out of, such as soap. And I don't need a whole bunch of stuff anymore. And it's amazing how little I can live with and how much I was living with before. So that is my thought for the day. I truly love you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I would like for you to stay, subscribe. I am going to plan on making more videos. You may see a whole bunch of videos coming through, and you may see, you may not hear from me for a while. So I just don't want to promise you guys something when Monday comes around and there's no video on here. But I do truly wish you guys the best holiday season that you've had. Knowing that you're loved by me, and I wish you guys so much peace and love from within, and contentment, and believing you are where you're supposed to be at right now, right here, today. This is the only day you guys have. This is the only day I have. The only second I have. Stay in this moment. Don't dwell on things that you can't change in the past. And don't promise yourself a future that is not guaranteed to you. That's what I'm going to leave you with. That's what I'm going to lead by today. I am super excited to go see my son at his holiday school function thing. Even though my anxiety might get the best of me, but I'm definitely excited about it. What are you excited about today? What are you guys going to find joy in? What are you going to plan for yourself? This second, this day. Start today, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I love you guys.